Hi, this is Kevin Purcell for Notebooks.com, and I've got a notebook here along with this nice little accessory. This is called the Griffin TechSafe cable lock system, and what it does is it's designed to keep your notebook secure. Maybe if you're out in public or something, at a coffee shop, or just maybe at your office you've got some thieves or something like that, who knows. The purpose of this thing is, though, to keep your notebook locked in place. It's got a pretty heavy cable here. This is kind of reminds me of the old bike cables I used to use when I was a teenager. With a nice little Velcro strap to hold it, and this heavy-duty lock on this side. Now, it comes with your combination lock, and what it also has is 3 special attachments. And you use a different attachment depending on your notebook. I've got this Toshiba Satellite L745 that I'm reviewing. Alright, so I'm going to use the clamp and attachment number 1. And what you do is you want to feed that in back there, let it rest down, and then lift it up. And then when you're done with that, you turn it around. Alright, so now after you've turned it around, then what you do is you take the cable and you feed the cable around some very heavy piece of furniture. For example, let's say I've got this table, this pretty stout looking table, that I'm going to go ahead and feed it around this table. I fed it around the leg of the table, and then I'm just going to put the clamp through the little eye, or the big eye on the end of the long cable. And as you can see now, that's not going anywhere. And then what you do, make sure you've got your combination in there. The little hook here grabs hold of the clamp. Alright, and now I've got it attached. You scramble the cable, and you're now ready to work on your notebook. And what happens if someone tries to steal it? Notice it comes right out. So even though it really wasn't a success with my Toshiba notebook that I'm reviewing, it does work with the MacBook Pro, which I use primarily at home, but if I'm on the road with it, this would be a useful thing. It does not work with a MacBook Air, which is my primary mobile computer, and that's a disappointment. But it has the 3 different connectors, and so if you have a notebook that doesn't have a huge gap between the lid and the body of the computer, then you'll probably be able to find one that works, unless it's like the MacBook Air where there's almost no gap whatsoever. It's just not compatible with that, and that's a disappointment. But the benefit of this, really, I think it really is for things like the MacBook Pro, which do not have doesn't have a MagSafe. I'm sorry, a Kensington lock. And so something like this is a good alternative to that if you find yourself needing to lock it down in public. It can be a useful tool if you have a compatible notebook. You can look on their website to find out what is and isn't compatible. Again, with a large gap between the lid and body of your notebook, it won't work. If you have a MacBook Air, it won't work. But for all others, it does. It seems pretty sturdy. It's not going to hold someone from stealing it, but the design of it is, if you're just across the room, or you stepped out of the room for just a minute, this will make it so noticeable that someone's trying to take your notebook that hopefully in time people will notice it and alert somebody that there's a theft going on. So it can be a useful tool in certain circumstances. So I guess I would have to say that if you meet those circumstances, I would recommend it. Otherwise, you'll want to go with a Kensington lock for more traditional notebooks. And for a MacBook Air, just pick it up and take it with you. Don't leave it alone. This has been Kevin Purcell for Notebooks.com. Thank you for watching.